But the reality is that if you're trying to do something like build wealth or build family or just build a life, build a career, whatever it is, you absolutely positively must find some way to step back and be very conscious of what you're building. Great build There's never been in the history of this world, there's never been a great building that was built by a series of random actions. There was never, some sort of skyscraper that was built by people just throwing bricks in different directions and grabbing whatever materials they can on the street and just throwing it. That's never happened. Whenever Think about it, when they built the Empire State Building, they probably spent weeks or even years, or months, or perhaps even a year or two, designing the damn thing so that it would stand over 100 years. They sat down with the architects, and there's a team of them, and they drew the diagrams really carefully. They thought about the materials. They looked at the wind resistance and the quality of the soil beneath. And on all kinds of other stuff. I'm not even an architect, but they went through the blueprint carefully before they even laid the first damn brick. And then when they laid the bricks, they laid them out very carefully, very consistently, very strategically. They made sure that they reviewed everything carefully to make sure that this damn thing was going to stand. And next thing you know, they've got a building that's been standing for over 100 years. So I want you to compare the amount of structure and planning and preparation and consciousness it took to build the Empire State Building. And I want you to compare that to some people's lives. Some people's lives are the exact opposite of that. Some people's lives are like this big bowl of slop they just threw everything. They were making a meal and they said, "Let me throw some tomatoes in. Then I'm gonna throw in some Skittles, and then I'm gonna throw in I got some dog poop. I'm gonna throw that in there. I got some hamburger meat. Let me toss that in there and some Kool-Aid pass me the 40 ounce, man." And then you pour that in there, and next thing you know, you're eating this nasty, big nasty monstrosity of a meal, and you're like, "Oh my god, this is disgusting. Who cooked this shit? Hey, who made this? Ugh." Well, you cooked it. You don't remember, but you were cooking drunk, and you were also cooking in a way where you weren't thinking about how one ingredient was gonna fit with it. You didn't think about how the Skittles would taste next to the dog crap, right? You just threw it in there because in the moment it just seemed kind of cool to do. Maybe you were following a trend. Maybe you were responding to a short term issue. Maybe you were, I don't know. Maybe you just weren't thinking about it.